Good morning, awesome writers in fourth grade. Here is your second summary, the one about beavers, okay? So what I have up here is the directions. When you're ready, use your ready notebook. Make a new page after your draft story. Change your background color. Add 2 text boxes. Change your font to a larger size and your choice of style. So I'm going to go ahead and do those steps for us, okay? So I'm going to go to I'm going to move my thing over, okay? I'm going to go after my giraffes. I'm going to go over here, click on my giraffes, go after my giraffes, and it's in between giraffes and narratives. I'm going to click, I got that red, or I guess it's an orange line. The plus sign, drop down, second row, second slide. Click on that. I'm going to move my box back over. I'm going to click on my slide. I'm going to change my background. I'm going to change my color to solid, transparent, and that's done. I'm going to take, I could do 2 things. I'm going to take this text box. I'm going to take the corner of it. See how my cursor gets 2 little angle arrows? I'm going to stretch it so it's nice and long. There's my one text box. Then I can click on it like this. So I get control of it. I can Control C, that copies it. Control V pastes it. And notice I get a little image next to it. I'm going to take it and drag it next door. I always use 2 hands, okay? Always. My title up here, this is I'm going to change my font. I like Comic Sans. I'm going to change my size because this is my title, so I'm going to change it to be pretty big. This is my main idea. Oops. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to change that to Comic Sans also. I'm going to change that to pretty big too. These are my details. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to this box. I'm going to go to my directions. It now says, I'm going to post a video, and here's your video. Your goal is to have 3 details per paragraph and have no more than 5 words in each detail. Don't copy and paste. So let's find the main idea first. And the main idea is always in the first paragraph, first or last sentence. Let's read it. Beavers can be found all over the United States and Canada. They live in areas with both forests and water. They're excellent builders and make their home out of mud and sticks. Well, okay, it's going into a lot of details. What is this all about? It's about beavers. So I'm going to go back to my writing notebook under my main idea. I'm going to click after it. I'm going to enter twice, and I'm going to write beavers. It's all about beavers. So then, now my details, while I'm here, I'm going to put my cursor after the S. I'm going to enter twice. I'm going to go up to, hang on, Miss Silva's computer just sometimes gets a mind of its own. I'm going to go up to my numbering, and I'm going to do a numbering list. Oops, not after that. Sorry, not there. Put your cursor after details and do a numbering list, and that's going to allow you to number your details, and it's going to be very, very helpful. The size of the font is still big on mine, so I'm going to just change my font size down because I'll never get it all in if it's at 34. So I'm just going to change it down a little bit. Okay, so you can still see it. Okay, now, so let's go back to our story. Let's go to that first paragraph, and our goal is to get 3 details from this. Beavers can be found all over the United States and Canada. Well, is that a detail? I'll let you determine that one, okay? They live in areas with both forests and water. They're excellent builders and make their home out of mud and sticks. I'm finding lots of details. Part of their home, called a lodge, is above water. The other part's underwater. The beaver makes a tunnel underwater that goes into its lodge. This bridge gives the beaver a safe way into its home where other animals cannot go. Well, goodness gosh, I bet you have more than 3 details, but let's get 3. They're in the United States and Canada. I'm going to just highlight that. They like forest and water. So I might do that into 1 detail. And you'll see how I'm going to do that one. So let's do that one. I'm going to go back to my details, and I'm going to say, put my cursor after the number 1. I'm going to say U.S., Canada, in forests, and what was that other word? Water. Now, have I done 5 words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6 words, but I have a lot of detail on that one. And I used my own words. I didn't write. They are found in the U.S. and Canada and live in both forests and water. That's kind of like just, adding everything that they said. So enter, and I have a number 2. I'm going to go back to my story. I'm going to find something else. They're excellent builders and make their home out of mud and sticks. Well, I have their home out of mud and sticks. That's a good one. Do I have something else about their home? Let's get that highlighter. Part of the home called a lodge. Ooh, I like the lodge. So let's take those 2 and make that into 1 good detail. Their lodge, I'm going to say their lodge is made out of mud and sticks. So let's do this. Lodge out of mud and sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 words again. Got 6 again, but I'm sticking within that 5, and I'm doing pretty good. So let's go back, and I have 2 good details so far from this paragraph. Can I get another one? The other part of their home is underwater. The beaver makes a tunnel underwater that goes into its lodge. This bridge, now you can talk about how part of their home is above water and part is underwater. That's a fabulous detail. You also might talk about how they have a bridge that goes between the 2 places. Either one of those are fantastic details. So I'm going to put both of those up there because I know some of you did some. So I'm going to say part above and part below water. And then I'm going to have a bridge between parts. That's the first paragraph. So to know that it's the first paragraph, what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to put my cursor at the end of the S of parts. I'm going to go up to that number 1. I'm going to go to my marker. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. I just did something with my cursor. Do you see what happened? There we go. Cursor. And I'm going to do highlight. I'm going to do that one to green. Okay? And notice I have about half of my boxes done already. I'm going to also make my font a little smaller because I'm going to run out of room here. And that's the glory of being on a computer and doing everything this way. Now, I have green again. So once I start the next paragraph, I'll choose another color. So let's go back to that next paragraph. And the paragraph says, a beaver is a large animal with beautiful fur. Are we still talking about their home? Nope, now we're talking about their fur. Well, is it? It weighs 35 to 60 pounds. It's covered in 2 layers of fur. The inside is short and the thick fur. The outside's long, shiny hair. A beaver's body makes oil that causes its fur to be waterproof. Wow. So I'm going to say that it's 35 to 60 pounds. 35 to 60 pounds. Now I'm going to start a new color here too. So I'm going to highlight, just choose a new color. Just for the sake of it, it's going to be yellow. They have, I'm going to talk about their fur now. Let's see. The inside layer is short, thick fur. The outside is long, shiny hair. So the inside is fur, the outside is hair. Oops, sorry, wrong place. Inside fur, outside hair. And you could have put in there the color and the shininess. You can put that in there. I'm just trying to go a little quick here so that we can just get right through this, okay? The beaver's body makes oil that causes its fur to be waterproof. Wow, that's really cool. And then it keeps its body dry. It combs oil through its fur and long claws. Well, let's look at that. Let's add that. So they have oil to keep dry. I needed 3 details. Can I add another one about combing through? I totally can. Let's go back to our story and let's go to the next paragraph. Now, is it talking about their home still? Nope. Is it talking about their fur? Nope. Something else. A new title, a new concept. A beaver can be recognized by its tail. It has a wide tail that looks like a rubber bottom of a sneaker. His tail steers the beaver through the water. Well, I got a couple. I said it's a bottom of a sneaker. That's cool. It steers the beaver through the water. Love it. That's cool. Notice I'm using a 3rd color here. It balances the beaver. It balances the beaver on that log. Oh, it sounds a warning. Ooh, I like that. This is I think I want one of those. So let's get that. So I have 4 details. It looks like the bottom of a sneaker. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to say, looks like bottom of, what's a sneaker? It's a gym shoe. So I'm going to say gym shoe. And oops, I got to change my color. Go right there, change my color. I'm going to change that same color I was doing the details with, that blue. Okay. What else about that? I know it sounds a warning, but I got to get it. Oh, it steers them right here. I'm going to get them in order. It steers the beaver, it balances them, and sounds a warning. So it steers. Oops. I erased my detail. It steers them, balances them, and then, oh, what was that last one? It sounds a warning. Can't spell sounds here. Sounds a warning. Now let's see if I've done all the directions of this. Let's see. Goal is to have 3 details per paragraph. We got it. No more than 5 words. Decide what each paragraph is about. Its theme. Well, let's go back. What's that first paragraph all about? They can be found, they live, their homes, the other part of the home's underwater, the bridge gives a safe way they can go to their home. I would say it's all about their homes. So I'm going to go to my details. I'm going to go right at number 1. I'm going to enter. I'm going to say, go back up and homes. This is homes. Let's see the yellow one. 30-60 pounds inside fur, oil to keep dry. Oh, wasn't that the fur? I'm going to enter. Go back up and say fur. And what was that last, that blue one all about? Enter at that number 10. And then go back up. What was that all about? Its tail. So what you have just done is you have found the main idea. You have found details for each paragraph. You know what each paragraph is about. One is all about their homes. One is all about their fur. One is all about their tail. And we will come back to this and put that all into sentences. But for now, we are done.